Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon po.
Okay. Sige. So habang pumapasok pa yung iba, ayan, I just like to ask, how are you, everyone? Kamusta naman? So far? Yeah, I'll make the question more specific. Kamusta yung sim so far, no? When it comes to your other major subjects, I mean, have you started classes with them?
Sa museology po, okay naman po, sir.
Missiology.
Yes po.
Who's your professor there? Sino may hawak ng museum, if you don't mind?
Si Ma'am Natasha Quintanar po, sir.
Ah, yeah, okay. Si Ma'am Quintanar. Yeah. Okay. Sige, no? So, ayan, medyo substantial na tayo dito. So, I'd like to greet everyone. A pleasant afternoon and welcome sa ating first day sa Local and Oral History, no? Ayan. So, for those who don't know me, I am Sir Aljon. You may just call me Sir Aljon, no? But never address me as professor because I'm not yet a professor. I'm very particular with that. So, for this meeting, no, itong inaugural meeting natin for this course, no, which is a major subject of yours, ayan, I'll just be orienting you with how the class will run for the next weeks, no. Set your expectations, no, as well as start to get our hands dirty, no, meaning we're going to start working na with what we're supposed to do. Okay, but I just like to first address the elephant in the room, and that is why it took me this long to start the classes. All right, kasi kailangan natin ng transparency, you know. The reason why it took me a while to begin the classes with you is first, this is my first time handling a major course. So in a way, I'd like to make it more me than, you know, how it's being done by other educators, no, by other instructors or professors. So I made a lot of changes with the curriculum, no, with the topics to be discussed, and I simplified the approach in which we're going to study local and oral history. At the same time, may bagong or yung kakababang memo, no, na sinend ko sa inyo sa GEC, which tells us, no, na kailangan nating magbago kaunti ng approach given na from a minimum of 6 meetings, we now have to meet you for a minimum of 9, no? 9 meetings. And so, kailangan natin din yung i-distribute, i-devise, i-plano ng maayos para seamless yung ating flow, no? Para sa ating klase. So, I had to finish doing all of those things in a matter of weeks, no? So, yung time na hindi tayo nagmi-meet, I was busy working on those, no? So, ayan, I'm hoping for your understanding and hopefully I can make it up to you with the rest of the weeks, no, that we're going to spend together in local and oral history. Okay? Sige, so before I jump to the things that I need to tell you about, let me first initiate a roll call, no? So I just want to confirm the presence of the following people in the class list. And I think since it's been weeks, no, since natapos yung enrollment, I guess I can assume na whoever's in this list, no, ito na yung final. At wala na sigurong discrepancies, no, probably kasi one thing we're avoiding is yung you're attending the classes but at the end of the day wala ka pala sa class list. So that makes you an unofficial student. So parang all throughout nag-sit in ka lang pala, no. So happened to many of my classmates way back, and so we're going to avoid that. Anyway, sige. So if you hear your name, kindly say present. Right? Abuan.
Present po, sir.
Angkot. Baserdo. Bahar. Baluyot.
Present po.
Basco.
Present po, sir.
Batong.
Present po, present.
Abadilla.
Present po.
Calieja. Canindo.
Present, sir.
Celis. Sid. Kopian.
Present po.
Endona.
Present po.
Espinola.
Present po.
Evangelista.
Present po.
Fitalvero. Gaton.
Present po.
Javier.
Present po.
La Rosa.
Sir, present po. Yeah.
Mercado. Mostasa. Nagrampa.
Present po.
Nieva.
Present po.
Waferina. Oteza.
Present po.
Correct me if I'm mispronouncing your surnames, ha? Palapos.
Present po.
Pancho. Pelagyaw.
Present po.
Perez.
Present po.
O. Saavedra.
Present po.
Sibug.
Present po.
Silvestre.
Present po.
Si.
Present po.
Taoy.
Present po.
And Victohay. May hindi po ba ako nabanggit?
Present po, Victor. Hi. Sorry po.
Okay.
Thank you po.
Waferina, okay na din. Alright. Yeah, don't mind, I mean, hindi pa ako nagtantos ng sino yung absent or present. Gusto ko lang talagang i-run through yung class list, no, just to confirm. So, ayun. Ayan. So, I think we're ready for the orientation, no? So, I have prepared this very quick presentation here. And if you have questions midway of my presentation, feel free to ask me questions. You may use the chat box. You may use your microphone for that. Okay? Sige. Let me share my screen. Ay. Wait lang. I have to... Ayan. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, kita na po. 3-3.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Sige, so, ayan. Again, welcome sa HIS 30153, Local and Oral History Orientation. Welcome sa second sem ng school year, and pare-pares nating hiling, no, na ito na yung huling semester natin na nasa remote learning setup tayo because the struggle, no, of history major, no, lies on yung conducive environment for learning, for reading, no, and very different din talaga yung pag-aaral if you're on campus, no. So hopefully you get to spend your senior year on site. Sana. So the outline that we'll be having, no, is this. Yan. So intro to Lao, class mechanics, grading system, requirements, schedule, and reminders. So let me first introduce myself. Ayan. Kasi alam kong hindi nyo talaga ako kilala dahil part-timer ako. So hindi ako masyadong lumalabas-labas sa functions ng department. So ayan, I am Aljon I. Conciliado and I'm your instructor for this course. So just like you, pawes tayo ng degree. Wow, shocking. Hindi. I'm a graduate of PUP, Santa Mesa, BA History, batch 2016. Kung may honors, wag nyo nang tanungin. I hate algebra. Anyway, so I continued studying sa UP 2018. So enrolled po ako sa MA History program until now. And currently, I am working on my master's thesis. So, yan. Nag-aaral pa din ako. Though, getting there. Now, I specialize, ayan. First time ko talaga humawak ng history major. I'm very glad I get to share these things. I specialize on writing papers about the American period. Ayan. Very biased ako sa American period. Though I'm not in a way an apologist. I just like the period in terms of, the archives available. And in particular, agricultural history po, no, yung aking linya. So, lahat ng mga pinapasok ko sa MA, mga binobook review ko, mga ginagawa kong final output, no, sa coursework ko sa UP, umiikot dyan. Okay? That's how you specialize, no? So, tip number 1, pag nag-masters kayo, no, find your specialization. Kasi, malawak ang kasaysayan. Hindi kayo pwedeng maging jack of all trades na one day, you're writing about this, then the other day you're writing. Hindi mo kasi ma-refine yung writing mo. Okay? Anyway, now in my career, no, I've been in the teaching world for 6 years. I'm a senior high school teacher sa TIP. So I don't know if any of you came from TIP or was there ever a time na naging teacher nyo ako? So there, I handled philosophy and social sciences. If you know some of your senior history students, like Rhea, Akim, yan, mga estudyante ko sila before nung senior high school. Now, in PUP, ayan, hawak ko naman Philippine History and Rizal. Tapos, again, this is my debut, no, in teaching a major subject. So, ayan. That's all that you need to know about me. All right, so let's now go to the course. I'd like to start with this very timely and relevant quote, no, from Santayana. No, those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat. Alam na alam natin tong lahat, no? Lalo na nasa panahon tayo kung saan kailangan pa nating ipaglaban ng totoo at ang tama, no? Dahil po naglipa na ang mga naisumira sa ating mga institusyon at sa mga naitaguyod ng ating mga scholar. So our goal is to fight back, no, and to tell everyone that, history is something you don't distort. So now for this very course, no, local and oral history, it's a 3-unit course, meaning we are required to spend 3 hours a week for this. And it's a prerequisite, no, to historical methodology. Ayan. His 283. And I will be offering this, no, through online and offline methods. Okay? So ano kaya, no, yung mga specifics, no, na gagawin natin dito sa ating course. Siyempre, kilalanin muna natin ano nga ba yung pag-aaralan natin sa local and oral history. From the name itself, madali namang i-deduce, no, that we will be focusing on the subfields of local and oral history respectively. Pero to be more specific, local and oral history is a course, no, that helps us to understand the nature, scope, and the foundations and the valuable contributions of local and oral history in making of national history. Sa konteksto ng pagbubuo ng kasaysayang pambansa, hindi natin pwedeng alisin, no, yung kahalagahan ng wala ko nag-record, I'm so sorry. Hindi natin pwedeng alisin yung
Recording in
kahalagahan
progress.
ng local and oral history, dahil mas binibigyan nito ng detalye, at mas nagiging holistic, kumbaga, yung pag-aaral natin ng ating grand narrative bilang isang bansa kapag mas nakilala natin yung ating mga locality. At the same time, natutulungan tayo nito, para maisa konteksto, yung mga pangyayari at hindi lamang tayo nagkakaroon ng isang general view or isang sweeping, na claim ukol sa isang pangyayaring pangkasaysayan. Specifically, this course will center on gathering and examination of written and oral historical facts. Skill-based yan. So, kailangan nating ma-develop yun. Marunong tayong sumulat ng kasaysayan mula sa pasulat at pasalitang mga batis. The issues and concerns regarding the treatment of such facts, syempre methodology, importante sa atin na bilang mga historiador, paano natin ma-verify yung ating kakayahan, na mag-external and internal analysis, paano tayo maglagay ng criticism sa mga sources, at paano natin mas babawasan yung incidences ng biases sa ating mga isinusulat. And the methodology, secondary sources, deemed significant in writing of local and oral history and caters them the field work. Ayan. So yung pangatlo, I cannot really promise this given yung situation natin, kasi talagang bahagi po ng local and oral history sana. Supposedly, yung talagang pagpunta nyo dun sa locality, lalo na't kung importante itong bahagi ng pagsusulat ng kasaysayang pampuok, nung locality na yon, and fortunately we're able to experience that, at least during my batch, But again, the context of the pandemic, we have to tone down and we have to limit it to what we can do, given the conditions, that prevents us from fully exploring, researching and traveling. Ayan. So, alam ko sumasagi na kagad sa isip nyo, Di ba itong local and oral? Well, lagi namang may ganyang doubts initially, pero maganda mas mag-evaluate pag natapos nyo na. Alright, so let me now guide you doon sa ating magiging course outline, aka ano ba yung magiging takbo ng ating pag-aaral sa mga susunod na linggo. So dahil nga po minando ng universidad na tayo ay magkita sa loob ng 9 na beses sa loob ng semester, minabuti kong talagang pagkasyahin within 9 weeks lahat-lahat ng kailangan nating malaman at matutunan about local and oral history. So let me guide you. This is our first week, so nasa overview pa lang tayo, medyo chill pa lang in a way because we are not yet there, wala pa tayo doon sa proseso ng unawa, sa mga konsepto, halimbawa at sa mga outputs na kailangan nating kilalanin at maintindihan. Magsisimula tayo sa week 2, which is next week. Alright? Sisimulan natin ito sa pagtalakay ng iba't ibang views on local history. Then, after spending a week on local history, tayo naman po ay mag-aaral ng iba't ibang perspective naman on oral history. So, separate, para mabigyan natin sila ng respective opportunities, na mas lumalim yung alam natin, at least on the definition, part ng local and oral history. Ayan, sa week 4, pag-aaralan natin ng sources, methods, and methodology in local. Okay, sources, methods, and methodology in local and oral history. So let me correct that. Anyway, it's kind of late. Ayan, so paki-disregard na lang yung N. Then week 5, tayo po ay dadako sa local and oral history project proposal. Siyempre, expected to, pag major, kailangan natin ng major output, And week 5 pa lamang, kailangan may maihanda na po kayong local and oral or local or oral history project. No? Depende sa kung ano yung mapagkakasunduan ng mga pangkat na mabubuo sa klaseng ito. We have week 6, no? Scope and issues in local and oral history through selected works. So dito, pagtapos natin mag-propose, pag-aaralan naman natin yung mga ilan sa mga notable na pieces o halimbawa ng local and oral history. Ayan. So we'll study excerpts, selected readings, selected parts of major works on local and oral history. Week 7, midterm exam tayo. I will let you know sa mga susunod na linggo on what format will our midterm exam be. But for the meantime, let's just leave it as it is, as a midterm exam. Week 8, and week 9, ayan, yung last 2 weeks natin ng consecutive discussions, we'll talk about selected topics. For week 8, selected topics tayo, local and oral history sa konteksto ng colonialism. So, titingnan natin yung mga naisulat na local and oral history batay sa isang specific na colonial period. Okay, so we have Spanish, American, and the Japanese. In week 9, yan, the role of local and oral history in national development. So we will wrap up everything on understanding the practical ways in which we can use the knowledge we have acquired after studying local and oral history. Week 10 to 11, binitbit ko yung ginagawa namin sa UP, yung research break. Iniwala ako na essential yung research break na yan talaga para ma-refine yung output ninyo. Kasi hindi pwedeng na nagkaklase tayo tapos ongoing din yung paggawa nyo ng papel. Mas maigi sana na may time talaga kayo to devote para sa pag-create ng output. And so, we'll have weeks 10, 11, and 12 for our research break. Then we will have 2 weeks, weeks 13 to 14 for the presentations of your output, and week 15 will be our finals and integration week, So final exam, tsaka syempre wrapping up everything, sa lahat-lahat ng nalaman natin at natutunan mula sa local and oral history. Ayan. So punta na tayo sa class mechanics. So online delivery tayo, primarily for online students, we'll be using Google Classroom. Nagawa na yung Google Classroom nyo, papapasukin ko na lang kayo doon at doon natin lahat gagawin, yung mga submissions, pag-post ng mga materials, mga reminders at iba pang mga bagay na may kinalaman sa ating klase. For our sync sessions, we will use Zoom, kita nyo naman, I'm using my Zoom account at ito po ay Zoom account na provided ng UP. So, help me in maintaining the fair use of this by not doing anything na hindi aakma sa ating klase. Okay? So, recorded din po lahat ng ating sessions so that you can look back sa ating mga past sessions in case na kailanganin yung may pakinggan ulit or may marinig ulit. Then, meron tayong Facebook chat kung saan ko kayo mostly mas madalas makokontak. Lalo na kapag kagyat yung pangangailangan na i-deliver ko yung announcement or yung i-relay ko yung information. So, Facebook chat ang ating gagamitin. And if you have very specific concerns, especially the confidential ones, and kinakailangan ng file attachment, ganyan. So, we have the email naman. So you may reach out to me via PUP email. So nandyan, aiconciliado@pup.edu.ph. But for anything na hindi naman ganun kabigat or ka-personal at wala naman pong required na file attachment, pwede na po yung messenger. just make sure that you reach out to me, not on my personal messenger, but on the other messenger, no? Yung the one that I'm part of, do sa GC nyo. Okay? Yung profile picture kung nakaupong ganon. Because my personal FB is, it's a different world. Yeah. Okay? So, dun tayo sa sa PUP Facebook Messenger lang mag-usap. So, for offline students, no, sa mga correspondents, ayan, you'll be having a printed copy of the IM, kasama na dun yung modules, pati yung mga reading materials, as well as yung mga activity na dapat ninyong gawin. So, yan, na-explain naman na ito. But if you're a correspondent student and if kaya mo namang umattend ng online classes and, participate as an online student, you are very welcome to attend our sync sessions, at the same time to submit your works through the Google Classroom instead of, doing it manually. I am very, very willing to accept those submissions para maging less din naman yung yung worry ninyo about having to send every file that you have at the end of the sem. So, yeah, I'm just letting you know. Ayan, so punta tayo sa class meetings. So sa ating 9 meetings, kasi nakita nyo naman, diba? May weeks 1 to 9 tayo. Sa weeks 1 to 9 na yon, hindi tayo mag-meet ng week 5 at week 7. Bakit? Kasi sa week 5, proposal yon, not in a sense hindi tayo mag-meet, no? Hindi tayo mag-meet for a class, but it's more of literally you're going to propose your works, no? Or your titles. Pagdating ng week 7, hindi tayo mag-meet again in a class kasi nga po midterm exam natin yon, no? So sa 9 meetings na yon, total of 7 lang talaga yung dedicated para sa lectures, including this week na ngayon. Then most of the time we'll be having asynchronous sessions, no? And every time we meet, we will simply synthesize the lessons. Ano po bang ibig sabihin nun? Here's what you should expect first in asynchronous sessions. Sa asynchronous sessions, I'll be posting the modules, the link for the readings na nasa Google Drive, no? Mga assignments or tasks, no? Some reminders, and yung aking mga paalala either via chat or text messaging if it's very necessary. Yan. So yan yung mga dapat nyong asahan sa asynchronous sessions natin, especially sa Google Classroom. But here's the most important thing. What are we going to do during sync sessions? So for synchronous sessions class, no, I designed the IM for the second semester, no, in a way or in a fashion na kailangan nyo talagang magbasa. Kasi hindi po pwede na tayo ay nag-aaral ng kasaysayan na hindi natin binabasa yung mismong material. Kailangan nating magbasa. Kasi yun yung lifeline natin, no, yung pagbabasa. Ngunit ayoko namang gawin yung estilo na parang kayo yung nagbuhat ng klase. Okay? Hindi natin gagawin yun. Yung parang tambak ko sa inyo lahat, kayong magtrabaho. Hindi po, no? Two-way dapat ang learning. So, you do your share, I do my share. So, ito po yung compromise, no? At ito yung ginagawa namin sa UP. Kami ay nagkakaroon ng voluntary assignment ng readings. So, hindi po persado ang lahat na mag-present, no? Bagkus, we are only encouraging those who are willing to share. Okay? Or who's willing to get a reading, no? So, ang ratio po is 1 person is to 1 reading lang sana. Ngayon, para hindi lumabas na, diba, parang, kasi maging totoo tayo, mga bata, diba? Ako, galing akong PUP. Alam ko yung karanasan na yung oras namin naubos na lamang sa kaka-report ng mga kaklase ko. At ako naniniwala ako na importante ang reporting sa college education, pero hindi ito dapat yung maging core ng pagkatuto, no? Kasi yun nga lang na nandun na kami, 'di ba? Nakikita ko yung mga kaklase ko hindi na nakikinig, ano? So, kailangan nating baguhin 'yon. So, ano po bang gagawin? Once you have pick a reading, no? Kasi nag-volunteer ka, no, para magbasa ng isang reading. Ayan, you will be tasked to give a 5-minute sharing of that chosen reading. Okay? Mahigpit po ako dyan sa time na yan. 5 minutes lang. Ayoko mag 7, 8, 6, or 10 minutes ka. Lalong-lalo na yung 15 or 20. Okay? Sobrang laking kain na sa oras nun, no? Kaya po, ginawa kong 5 minutes lamang para sumakto tayo do sa ideal time na nagmi-meet tayo online, no? Na 1 hour and 30 minutes lamang. Kasi sabi po sa pag-aaral, hindi po nakagaganda sa mga estudyante yung nakababad sa online classes ng higit pa sa 3 oras sa isang araw. And considering na hindi lang po ako yung subject ninyo, malamang sa malamang you have others in classes in your other subjects, we will do our best to confine everything in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay? So 90 minutes po, no? Yun yung ideal time na magawa natin tong lahat. Kaya po mahigpit yung 5 minutes ko when it comes to sharing what you have learned from the reading. Okay? So, para talaga masiguro natin na 5 minutes lang yung pag-share ninyo, no? At hindi kayo magtatagal, wala kayong gimmick or pakulo, no? Kasi purely academic lang tayo, no? Ito lang yung 3 kailangan ko doon sa inyong magiging pag-share. Yung background, yung material, yung summary, no? Preferably in bullets or in sentences, at panghuli yung main takeaways ninyo. Ano yung mga pinaka napulot ninyo mula doon sa reading, no? Yung mga salient points, no, na dapat maibahagi sa klase. So kumbaga, your role is to simply reinforce what your classmates have read kasi lahat naman kayo may access to sa readings. It's just that there will be some people, no, na volunteer, no, who will take up, you know, that the chance, no, to present to the class, no, what they have read or analyzed from the readings na pinili nila. And one thing that I can guarantee is definitely if nag-volunteer ka para magbasa, no, or mag-adopt ng isang reading, definitely you'll be given extra credit for that. Kasi nag-volunteer ka no, that's something that needs to be to be credited din, definitely kasi you went beyond your way. Okay, pwedeng magbasa ka na lang naman, 'di ba? Tapos makinig ka na lang sa mag-represent. Pero since nag-volunteer ka, it's a different story. Now, where does my role come in? Okay, ito na, no? So, ang point ko dun sa 90 minutes natin, target natin na nasa 30 minutes lang lahat ng presentations na yon, no? So, dapat talagang kung magsa-slides kayo or presentation, dapat 3 slide lang, 2, 'di ba? Or kung pwede nga ano nyo lang, no, sa isang bond paper, 'di ba? I mean, I'm not really looking for grandiose PowerPoints, no, yung may mga effects and such, no, yung mga nangyayaring ang dami-dami. Mas mahalaga sa akin yung content. So, anumang estilo yung gamitin nyo, basta masunod nyo yung 5 minutes at maipakita yung 3 na yan, solve na ako doon. Now, after na lahat mag-present within 30 minutes, so realistically 30 to 40 minutes, ayan, tsaka na ako papasok sa pag-synthesize. Okay? Pipick up natin ano yung mga main points na nalaman natin or natutunan natin mula doon sa readings, Tapos, I will end every session with a short lecture that will further reinforce kung ano man yung mga natutunan natin mula doon sa mga babasahin. Okay? So, mangyayari lahat ng lecture ko pagtapos na mag-present ng mga nag-volunteer na kumuha ng readings. Okay? Malinaw ba so far? 3-3?
Malinaw po.
Okay. So, ang grading system natin, class, no, ay 70-30. Ayan, synthesis, assignments, and quizzes. So, dyan manggagaling sa class standing na yan, yung 70%. And yung mga synthesis, mga tasks no, na gagawin ninyo every reading week natin or every week na meron tayong individual po yun. Okay? Ang tanging by group lang po na output na gagawin ninyo ay yung inyong paper, no, which is your proposal tsaka yung final output. Now, aside from that, expect na meron tayong mga essay synthesis, no? Kung saan may mga guide questions kayong susundan para ma-process ninyo yung mga natutunan nyo mula doon sa reading materials. And asahan din po na may quizzes tayo, pero announced naman po yan kasi hindi po ako fan ng mga surprise quizzes. Now, we have midterm and finals, 30% each, comprising the midterm and final grades respectively, so a total of 100%. Ngunit, batay sa bagong memo, attendance should also be strictly monitored na, especially for online students. So, expect that we will begin every session with an attendance check. Okay? So yung term exam natin, again, pilinawin natin kung ito ba ay objective type o tayo ay mag-rely na lamang doon sa inyong final output. Pero kung ano man yung maging final decision dyan, I will let you know way ahead of that week kung saan kayo nakatakdang mag-exam. So transmutation table, no need for that. Ayan. Ngayon, ang schedule ng ating pagtatagpo, class, nabanggit ko nga po, so, diba, we'll be trying to compress everything in an hour and a half, no? Ayan, so ang ating regular meeting day time is Monday, 3:30 to 4:30. 3:30 to 5. Okay, ganun tayo lagi, every Monday tayo. Kung may iba mga circumstances na kailangan nating iusog yung klase, we will do that. Pero hindi po mangyayari yung hindi ko kayo papasukan ng 2-3 linggo. Walang ganun, no? Yung parang ifo-forgo na talaga natin tapos mag-makeup class ako, no? I don't do that, no? I don't swing that way. Pero ito lang naman po yung pakiusap ko sa klase. Be on time. Iwasan ma-late, no? Especially, lalo na kapag you have to or you have an assigned reading, no, for you. Next, pag hindi makakapasok, inform nyo ako ahead, no? Kahit sa messenger lang. Okay, pag offline student ka pero kaya mo namang pumasok online, you're very much welcome. You're also expected to participate either as a presenter of a reading, no, someone who'll share yung basa niya, no, sa isang reading, or at least recite, during the lectures, or do sa synthesis natin, kasi napaka-importante po talaga na kabahagi kayo ng ating klase, na hindi lang passive yung pagkatuto ninyo na nasa sidelines lang kayo. Kasi the more you engage, the more you try to get involved, the more you learn. At inaasahan ko next week, kung kaya, tayo po ay magbukas ng camera, especially kapag ikaw ay presenter, or ikaw ay nagbabahagi ng insight mo, or ikaw ay nag-recite during the lecture. At kailangan po natin ng mic for the recitation. Okay? So, ayun. Sir, paano pag halimbawa, biglang for this week na may chance or opportunity na hindi tayo makapag-meet, ganyan, may something came up or something is needed, something needs to be addressed right away, class, ako naman po ay professional sa bahagi na yan. Hindi po ako mag-move ng klase unless emergency talaga, Hindi ako mag-move ng klase on the same day. Like Monday morning, sabihin ko, huwag tayong magklase this afternoon, As much as possible, I'll not do that, Pag may pagkakataon na may araw hindi tayo makapagkita, malalaman nyo na kagad yun 2 days ahead, or best scenario is a week ahead pa lang, may inform ko na kayo na, okay, we have to move it to this particular day because of this and because of that. So, yun po. Now, ang etiquette sa aking klase, ayan, be responsible, be helpful, be straightforward, hindi po ako sensitive. Pag may kailangan kayong erase, kausapin nyo lang ako ng maayos at marespeto, syempre. At titignan ko yung magagawa ko. Okay? Be mindful, magrespetuhan tayo, hindi dahil sa ako yung teacher nyo, estudyante kayo, magrespetuhan tayo bilang mga tao. Ganun din no, sa mga classmates ninyo, especially kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng palihan ng kuro-kuro or palihan ng ideya, konsepto, o di kaya na magkakaibang perspective. Goal natin na maging isang safe space yung klase kung saan malaya tayo makapagpapalitan ng mga kaisipan na hindi tayo nag-resort sa ad hominem. Kasi goal nating matuto, diba? So why not listen to each other then, no? Kung yun naman talaga yung pakay natin. Okay? And finally, be present. Sana yung diwa natin hindi lumilipad, napupunta sa kung saan-saan. Lalo na't hindi ko alam anong ginagawa ninyo sa inyong mga sawi-sawiling lokasyon. And be compassionate. No? So kung kaya, tayo ay maging mabuti, matulungin sa ating kamag-aral, especially kapag ang pangangailangan no ay nakaugat doon sa magkakaiba nating level ng access sa internet o sa gadget o di kaya naman ng reading material na makakatulong sa atin para mas mag-aral ng mabuti or ng mas mahusay. Ito lang yung pakiusap ko, 3-3, very specific to. Whenever you're going to send me a message, please follow this format. Name, section, and concern. Why? Sobrang dami ko pong estudyante. I have 2 schools. And in each respective school, syempre, mini-message ako ng mga bata. So, wala namang problema doon. Pero para matulungan nyo lang ako na masort yung mga bagay-bagay, diba? Pakilala kayo pag mag-message. Name, section, concern. Yan yung pinakakailangan ko. Gusto kong maging transparent na sa lagay ngayon ng mga klase, hirap po akong kilalanin yung mga estudyante personally. No? Unless I have something on my mind that reminds me of you a lot. Okay? So pag talagang may magpapaalala sa akin about you, doon na kita makikilala. No? But otherwise, please assume no, na hindi ko kayo kilala. Personally. So talagang kailangan nyo pong mag-send ng ganyan, na detalye, no? Kasi it's one way of helping. No? Then sa ating klase, alam ko mabigat, alam kong matabaho, pero ganoon talaga, no? Ito yung pinili nating field, ito yung pinili nating track, no? At magagawa natin ay talagang i-manage ng maayos yung ating oras at talagang piliin natin yung priorities natin. No? Breathe, have an open mind, tayo ay maging isang thinker, tayo ay maging bukas no sa pagkatuto sa kahit anumang paraan. To end, no, let's read this quote from Abraham Lincoln. Yan. I walk slowly but I never walk backward. Hindi po mali, hindi din pong nakakahiya yung mabagal na pagkatuto. Ang mahalaga natututo tayo. Okay? So yun lamang, gusto kong tapusin yung orientation dito in a formal way, pero hindi ibig sabihin na tapos na talaga tayo kasi kailangan ko pong i-distribute yung readings. So ayan, here are my socials, no? Batay sa wika ng Gen Z, socials. There's my Facebook Messenger, my webmail, my Twitter, and my Instagram if you'd like to just follow me. Okay? So ngayon, bago ko po i-assign yung readings, tayo po ay magkaroon muna ng kaunting question and answer portion. Sa mga may nais itanong, mga nais linawin, feel free to raise your hand and to, yes, speak. Ayan, Shamir, tama ba ang basa ko? Shamir?
Yes po, sir.
Alright, yes. What's your question?
Sir, thank you po for clarifying sa grading system kanina. Clarify ko lang po yung sa nabanggit niyo po na pwede po kami mag-volunteer na mag-share po ng readings po sa class. Gusto ko lang po sanang malaman kung may bearing po ba yun sa final grading system po.
Of course. Yes. Pero yung pag-volunteer nyo will be on a bonus basis rather than a requirement. Kasi ito yung logic. Pag ginawa ko siyang requirement, yung hindi mag-report, mababawasan. Okay? Hindi nga tayo pare-pares ng conditions, hindi tayo pare-pares ng internet connection, hindi tayo pare-pares ng bilis ng bandwidth. So, minabuti kong gawing mas fair yung voluntary system para hindi mabawasan yung hindi makakapag-report pero may dagdag yung mag-report. So, ikaaangat lang ng mag-report yung gagawin niyang pag-volunteer.
Okay po sir, thank you po.
Sige po, sino pa pong may katanungan? Yes, Remy, tama ba?
Yes, sir. Question lang po kung kasama po ba yung mga correspondent students po na magti-take din po ng mga midterm exams and pati po dun sa paper? Or focus po sila sa IM?
About that, i-clarify ko din yan kay Chair kasi medyo confusing din yung memo, in a way. Kasi parang ang dating, kailangan mag-online ng lahat. Ngunit sa kabilang banda, kailangan pa ding i-cater yung existence ng mga correspondent students. No? So, hahanap tayo ng middle ground para dyan. So, I will let you know as soon as possible, Remy.
Noted, sir. Thank you po.
Mark, yes.
Good afternoon po, sir. Ask ko lang po kung dun sa sharing, need pa po ba ng PowerPoint presentation or hindi na po?
Ayun, linawin ko lang, baka na-miss mo yung part na yun. Ako, wala akong pakialam dun sa kung paano nyo siya ipepresent, no? In a way, like, yung iba gusto mag-PowerPoint, yung iba gusto gumamit ng PDF or ng Canva, diba? Or kahit ano lang yan, kahit Word lang yan, tapos share screen mo lang, no? Or kahit isang one-page output lang yan, tapos yun lang yung ipakita mo. Basta nandun lahat ng hinihingi ko, okay na yun. Ang mahalaga, magugol mo yung oras na dedicated sa'yo para doon sa pag-share ng understanding mo ng readings in that 5 minutes or less, no? Na the earlier you finish, the better. Pero, wag naman to the point na super cramp up nung presentation natin na ang dami nating na-miss or na-omit na part doon sa assigned reading sa atin. So, you do. Kung ano yung sa tingin yung makagaganda dun sa presentation nyo na na-satisfy yung hinihingi ko, bahala po kayo.
Okay po, sir. Thank you po.
Sige, Shamir, yes. What's your question again?
Sir, question lang po. Paano po yun, sir, kung halimbawa po sa isang linggo may 3 po? Kami na po ba sa class yung magde-decide kung sino po muna yung magpe-present po for this week?
Ganito ang gagawin natin, So, papakita ko yung listahan ng readings. Nasa lang yun, 5 to 7, for a week. 5 to 6, ganyan. Tapos, kung sino lang po yung volunteer, kung ano yung napili mong reading, kasi naka-in order yon, So, naka-decide na po sino yung mauna, sino yung pangalawa, sino yung dulo, in that particular week. So, kung ano yung napili mong reading, yun yung order mo ng pag-represent. So, yun po. Pero, yun nga, since voluntary basis, kung sino yung mauna for this week or the other week, kayo pong bahala. Kung sino po yung mga mag-volunteer, halimbawa, for week 2, kayo lang yung mag-represent. Tapos yung iba na pipiliin yung ibang week, kayo na din pong bahala. So, kumbaga yung pag-a-assign natin ng reading sa hindi po isang bagsakan, it's more of per week basis, para pantay-pantay tayo ng preparation time, dun sa mga readings na mapupunta sa atin.
Thank you po, sir.
Alright, meron pa ba questions? Okay, wala na po ba? Okay, I think kailangan na natin mag-assign ng readings, hindi naman assignment ang tawag dito kasi voluntary nga naman. Pero again, kung sino yung mag-volunteer, sila po yung mag-present for next week. Okay? So, Monday next week ito ha. Ayan, kita po ba yung screen? Alright. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 readings lang tayo next week. No? Ang range ng pages ng mga readings na to ay wala pang 20 yung max. No? So I think mga 10 to 20 ganyan or less pa. Okay, so simulan po natin. Ito po yung order ng pagpe-present. Ang number 1 ito, no, kay Prof. Ilumbre. Nagkataon lang talaga nandito siya, no. Ito ay kinuha mula sa Aklat ng Kasaysayang Pampuok, Pananaw, Pananaliksik at Pagtuturo. So sino pong volunteer, no, para sa reading na to? Ay, OMG, hindi ko nakikita yung raise ng kamay. Alright. Dance? Ikaw ba?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. So, okay na to Paki-note na lang. Ayan. Matanong ko lang, sino yung college secretary? Class secretary? Meron po ba kayong class secretary?
Ako po, sir.
Si Janina. Sige, Janina, pa-note na lang, no? Kahit yung author na lang yung or yung title na lang ng book, tapos yung classmate yung nag-volunteer.
Noted po, sir.
Sige. So, si Dance dito. Okay. Okay, next reading is yung kay Gobert, Local History. Mula sa journal La Daedalus. Reminder, lahat ng journal na to may copy na tayo Bibigyan ko lang kayo ng access sa Google Drive. I mean, hanap na lahat yan. Any volunteers? For Gobert? What's going on? Bakit wala nagvo-volunteer?
Pwede po ba, sir, yung may choice na po?
Yung may choice na. Okay, sige. Ikaw, Shamir, anong choice mo?
Yung kahit po sana, yung Teodoro Noel pa, mga usapin at perspektiba sa pagsulat ng kasaysayang pambansa at pampuok ng Cavite in focus po.
Okay. Sige po. Noted. Ayan, so secretary pa note na lang. Ayan, Teodoro. Okay, Shamir. Okay, next. Sino pa po? So we have here from Prof. Veneracion, kay John Larkin, kay Risil Mojaves, at kay Gobert. Any other volunteers?
Good afternoon po, sir. Volunteer po ako kay Mahares. Kay Risil.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you po.
Nicole, anong surname mo? Sorry.
Sorry po. Nicole Talagyaw po.
Talagyaw. Okay, sige. Pa-note na lang. Sige po. Mamaya pag-usapan din natin sa GC Okay, next. Up for grabs kay Gobert, Larkin, at kay Veneracion. Janina, yes?
Sir, volunteer po ako para sa reading ni Larkin.
Sorry, kanino?
Kay Larkin po, John.
Larkin. Okay. Favorite historian ko yan, si Larkin. Sige, good luck, Char. Hindi, joke lang, wala namang pressure. Sige. Next. Up for grabs, Gobert, no? And Veneracion na lang. Dalawa na lang. Come on, 3-3. Kailangan natin magbasa. Nieva, yes?
Kay Gobert po, sir.
Okay, Gobert. Lastly, ayaw nyo kay Prof? Kay Prof Jaime. Grabe kayo. Paganda niya, no? Yung sinulat niya, Kasaysayang Pampuok, Ilang Paglilinaw. Ayan. Jade?
Kay Veneracion po.
Okay. Sige po. So, ayan, no? Nakuha na lahat ng ating readings at lahat ng ito ay ipe-present next Monday, no? Again, reminder sa lahat ng nag-volunteer. Unang-una, maraming salamat, no, sa pag-volunteer. Pangalawa, again, tayo po ay maging aware sa oras, no? So, mas maganda na mas less than 5 minutes yung presentation, no? Para talaga mas may room pa tayo to synthesize and to process everything that we have learned so far. Okay po? Ayan. Sige, maraming salamat po, ano? At yung mga next nating announcements, especially mga assessment tasks, yung full copy ng syllabus at ng IM, asahan nyo po yan anytime this week. Okay, but for the meantime, ayan, nais ko lang po ulit itanong kung meron pa po ba kayong mga katanungan about the class. Meron pa ba? Okay, mukhang wala na po. Sige, with that, 3-3, kung pwede pong buksan ng camera na lamang, ano, para let's call it a day for this orientation.